2009 on a 59 Mazda MX5, 2 litre petrol, manual gearbox this one, with the manual roof. It's a gorgeous purpley blue this one, really nice colour, ready to be enjoyed. Right, bodyweight wise, start off the bonnet, work our way around the car, onto the interior, and we'll go for an engine start up. Lovely and straight up the bonnet. There is a few light surface scratches and a few stone chips here and there, but no major dings or dents or big marks. A few little touch-ins here and there, which you can see, odd little bird poo mark and some surface scratches where it's been washed. But apart from that, lovely and tidy across the nose cone. Again, a few little stone chips on there. Lights are nice and clear on the left-hand side. No big scuffs or scrapes to the front bumper. But again, a few little stone chips dotted across the bumper there itself. Right-hand side again. Nice and tidy on the headlight, no cracks in that, no big scuffs or scrapes on the bumper. Really good colour this one. It's a dark blue with a hint of purple in there. Up the wheel arch, nice and tidy, no rust coming through at all. Lovely and fresh down there. Nice and straight, no dings or dents. As we come down that front wing onto the lower sill section, all nice and tidy, no corrosion. The sill section fits nice and tight to the body, no horrible stone guard lines. There's a few little stone chips across the lower half of the driver's door, but that's all to really whinge about there. Again, lovely and straight down the whole driver's door itself. We've got a few little light scratches above the handle, but apart from that, nice and tidy, and a few little chips out the back edge of the door. The wing mirror cap is uncracked on both sides, nice and tidy across that lower half. As we come round the rear wheel arch, again, no rust coming through anywhere that I can see. Lovely and fresh and tidy on the paint side of things, a really deep shine to it. Some very light surface scratches, like I say, where it's been washed, but that's all really to be concerned about. It's a really good, straight, honest looking car, this one. As we come round, the wheels probably want a refurb. As we come round onto the rear bumper, again, no big scuffs or scrapes on the right-hand side. A few tiny lighter scratches there on the bumper itself, just there and there. Rear light, crystal clear on the right-hand side. Across the back of the bumper, again, the odd light little scratch where things have been put in the boot over the years and caught on the bumper. Left hand side again, crystal clear with no scuffs or scrapes, and no problems at all to report on that rear left hand side light. Across the boot lid itself, nice and tidy, a little bit of scratching around the badge there and a few little bits where the boot's been closed. A few again on the top there where the boot's been closed over the years, and a few heavier scratches across the boot lid that I'd like to think a polish would make them a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to get them all the way out, but you can see that. It's nice and flat in the paint. Nice and tidy across the high-level brake light. And onto the left-hand side rear quarter. Again, no marking around the fuel filler cap. Lovely and tidy on the rear arch. We've got 1, 2, 3 tiny little bubbles of rust just starting underneath the paint there on that left-hand side rear arch. It hasn't broken through the head of the paint. Nice and tidy across the rest of the arch and the rest of the quarter. As we work our way forward down the passenger door, again, some light surface scratches where it's been washed over the years. No major chips out the back edge of the door, and some very light surface scratches just around the door handle itself. Nice and tidy across the lower half onto the front wing, where you'll find again a few little very light stone chips here and there, but that's all to be concerned about. Just these sort of little stone chips there, and again, no rust that I can see coming through on the paint. What I'll do is I'll quickly lift the roof up. It is manual. It's very easy to do. It's very light as well. You just pull this button here and that releases the roof. It is so light to do, nice and easy. The roof itself's in lovely condition. No rips or tears at all anywhere. All nice and tidy. A few little creases where it's been down, but really in nice condition. Again, to fold it away, you literally lift it back so light and effortlessly. That is there with the roof. Onto the interior now, black cloth. The door card itself on the driver's side is lovely and tidy. No concerns there at all. The seats showing a minute of wear really. No rips or tears out of that side bolster. No nicks to the cloth seat itself. Really nice and fresh in there. Nice Mazda MX5 mats throughout. This lovely orange stitching in the steering wheel, which is really nice and tidy with the perforated leather. No cracks across the dashboard at all. And lovely and straight down the centre console and around the window switches. A little bit of a crack to this lid here, just on the driver's side. You can just see plenty of storage space in there, really nice and fresh on that side of things there. We're going to go into the boot now. That should have popped open, but I'm doing something wrong. I'll just stick the key in. There we go. think there's a release in the car somewhere. Lovely and tidy in the boot itself. No concerns there. And onto the left hand side again. Nice and tidy on the door card itself. No rips or tears there at all. The seat showing minimal wear once again to the passenger front seat. All nice and tidy and presentable in there. I'll nip round there and we'll open the bonnet. The bonnet catch is here. Oh, that's the boot release, so there is one in the car. And then the bonnet release is somewhere underneath. There we go. So there is a boot release in the car. I don't know where my ugly assistant's gone. So I'll do it like this. Onto the engine bay now. Give us a 2 seconds while I put the engine up. Nice and tidy in there. No real complaints at all nice and straight. 2 litre petrol this one. We're going to fire it into life. Check it's out of gear. Firing straight into life there with no hesitation. Ticking over nice and smooth. No nasty knocks or bangs from that there. 2 litre manual with a 5-speed gearbox there. And there you have it. The 2009 on a 59 Mazda MX5 in black with that lovely light manual roof.